Eli Roth. Keanu Reeves as well. I was like, yes, please. And I watched it. Why, hello there, YouTube, and welcome back to 31. So, we're on day 23 now, and we're on our, what is it? Our fourth day of Home Invasion Week, and for that one, I'm reviewing the film Knock Knock. So, this is a psychological horror thriller based on the 1977 movie Death Game, and in this we see Keanu Reeves play a family man who is, it says it's a remake of Death Game, but it follows family man and architect Evan, played by Keanu Reeves, who has to catch up on some work and then later join his family for a weekend getaway. And whilst he's home, these two young women named Genesis and Belle, played by Amadianos and Lorenza Izzo. Lorenza Izzo playing Genesis and Amadianos playing Belle, who happen to be two young women on a rainy night, going in the wrong direction, when they're going to a party, and Evan helps them out, being the good man he is. Helps that has them that allows them to have their clothes dry and sort themselves out. But of course, along the way, the two young women end up flirting and seducing him, and they end up having a threesome. And then, of course, he throws them out, but they then leave. But then, of course, they return later on, home invasion style, and torture him and play twisted games with him, and even threaten him with saying that they were underage and stuff. Yeah, so what did I like about this film? Well, when I saw the trailer and it said it had Eli Roth directing, I was like, yes, because Eli Roth does make some good movies, like Cabin Fever, Hostel, the most recent one I can think of, Thanksgiving, which is a film we'll get to later on this series, next week. But I was sold when it said Eli Roth. Keanu Reeves as well, I was like, yes, please. And I watched it. And in this, Keanu Reeves was playing kind of against his type. You see, Keanu Reeves these days is known as like an action star that doesn't take shit from anyone, as at that time we recently saw him in John Wick. And we also seen him in the Matrix trilogy and stuff. So playing someone that was helpless and, at the mercy of these two young women was a change up for him. And, the two young women, two young actresses, Ana Diamos and Lorenza Izzo. Lorenza Izzo being Eli Roth's wife at that time. Of course, they're not now, they're divorced and remarried. Well, Lorenza Izzo is. But they did a great performance as well. How they used their vulnerability to play the innocent and then show their true colours in the film, and then end up torturing him. And why they're doing it, they just seem to do it for the thrill or to bring out the guilty pleasure that man is always tempted by things. Also, we find out these young women watched him for a while. Also, there's a little dog in there as well that they have, and don't worry, if you're a dog lover, they don't kill the dog. If anything, they take the dog with them. There is, of course, an alternate extended ending where we actually do see Evan go to a house of their next victim with a gun and knocks on the door with a 2 knock knock, and then one of them asks who's there, where they swap personas. I'm thinking, yeah, no one messes with Keanu Reeves and gets away with it. I'm thinking this could be like, it could even be like a John Wick prequel, which I think is very unlikely. But yeah, this one, it was hot as well. Had one big steamy scene in there where he was seduced into the freeway. Also, when the young 2 women arrive at the door, raining and soaked, kind of reminded me of the Human Centipede, where the young 2 women again get lost on their way to a party and they're drenched. Only they are the victims and protagonists that go into the house of the antagonist. This is kind of vice versa, and they don't make Evan a human centipede or anything like that. Like I say, they torture him, they tie him down, they play sadistic games with him and mess around, and at the end they bury him in the garden with his head stuck out, and they even share the sex video on social media. And that's a funny moment. He's going, no, no. He goes, oh, no. Yeah. There's some witty, humorous moments in there. There's one moment in there where the girls are messing up his wife's art projects because his wife's an artist, and her art friend comes in and sees that Evan's in trouble and goes to untie him. Rather than do that and worry more about the artwork, he pretty much goes to try and stop them and ends up getting killed. That, I think, was a dumb moment there. I'm thinking, no piece of valuable art is worth a human life. So that was a dumb decision there. One of the women from Death Game, I believe, made a cameo. Like I said, I've not really seen the original film it's based on, Death Game, but Eli Roth clearly thought he wants to make his own take on this. I also thought, the pacing was good, the drama was good. I mean, yeah, those young women showing their nice soft side only to become sadistic sirens and do terrible things. This is the movie that kind of introduced me to these 2 women, Ana Diamos and Lorenza Izzo, because ever since then I've enjoyed watching them in other things. Especially Lorenza Izzo, she's gone on to be like in Blade Runner 2049, to a Bond girl, to various other roles, and Lorenza Izzo as well has gone on to be in other features. A few of Eli Roth's pictures, like The Green Inferno and The House with the Clocks in its Walls, before they split. But yeah, this was a fun watch, and I do enjoy a good film from Roth. So yeah, knock knock. This film, what am I going to rate it? You know what, I think I will give this... Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll give it a 4.5 stabs out of 5. 4.5 stabs out of 5 for Knock Knock. So, there you go. There is my review for that one. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Russ, and this has been 31, day 23, on day 4 of Home Invasion Week. So I will see you tomorrow for more of the same. So until then, don't have nightmares.